Hi Taurus, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. For just a quick note, my tarot readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So whether you're sun, moon or rising Taurus, this is for you. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. Also, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit the subscribe button. So for your key to the week this week, as I am late with the monthlies, I apologize for that. Your key to the week, Taurus, is the Fool card. New things, places, people and energy is showing up for you this week. And I mean, this is kind of like a general underlying theme for you, and is going to be because obviously you've got Uranus moving through the sign of Taurus, which means you are going to be feeling this, whether it's your sun that's being transited, whether it's your moon that's being transited, whether it's your ascendant that's being transited, you are going to be feeling this, right? Uranus is not a quiet energy. It's not an easy energy. It is bold and rebellious and upheaval, and it's change and revolution and rebellion. Did I say rebellion? It's all of that, right? And your sign is kind of not really known for any of those things. And as such, you might be feeling this kind of really powerful, dynamic need to change things. And you might even get frustrated from time to time thinking, well, I know I need to change something, but I don't fucking know what. And if that is the case, find small ways of doing it, right? Introduce a new food, introduce a new aftershave or a new underwear, or you get my point, right? Make small changes so that you can alleviate some of that frustration that you might feel. This week, you could be having a really big idea or a spiritual download of some sort. You might even come into contact with somebody that really makes you see something in a very different light. Whenever you see the Fool card, something in your life is about to change and your path is going to be redirected or rediverted. I kind of see this as like, when you're driving and your sat nav comes on and you take a wrong turn in and it just reroutes you. So you continue going on your path, but you're just taking a different way to get there, right? This is very much the Fool card. Only sometimes the Fool card can literally put you on a different road or even send you in a different direction. So be aware of that this week. For your actions and options, you have the Page of Wands. So this week, expect a very surprise message to come. This could be from a friend, a colleague. It could be from an ex for a select few of you. Definitely possible. We've got a Mercury retrograde at the moment in the sign of Aquarius, which is actually a square energy to the sign of Taurus, and obviously a square in astrology makes you uncomfortable enough to create a change. But with this, this is great, right? I like this because this is a surprise message coming in this week that could possibly change everything. It might spark an idea. It may even be the thing that provides a solution to something else that you've been dealing with. So the reason I say this is because the Page of Wands very often is an actual message, but it's also like an inspiration to do something, to create something, or to move towards something. And the fact that this is happening underneath, like literally the Fool card, this suggests to me that you're having a really powerful inspiration, and it's going to spark some sort of action this week. You're just going to be like, you know what, come what may, the retrograde, I'm just doing it. Like, this is what I need to do, and you're just going to move ahead with it. When Taurus decides on something and it's really clear about what that decision is, you get out of the way, right? Because otherwise you're going to get trampled. That's what it is, right? And this week, I kind of feel like you get a little bit of that mojo back, right? But you're doing it under this Uranian energy, and that is the key. That is really powerful. For your communications and conversations, you have the King of Wands, right? So we got a lot of fire here this week. All right, we got a lot of fire here, baby. So your King of Wands, first of all, the thing that you're really being asked to do this week, when it comes to communication, you've got to be bold. You've got to be daring. You've got to be willing to go there. You've got to be willing to say what you probably wouldn't say. Wherever it is that you've played it safe, wherever it is that you've maybe held yourself back, this week you don't have that luxury. So if you're going to say something you think, oh, you know what, if I say this, I might open my mouth and insert my foot. Even if it feels like that and it feels scary, do it. All right, now coupled with the Fool card, this is a new person coming in, very likely to be an Aries, Leo or Sagittarius. Whenever the Fool card shows up and it's linked to a court card, this is somebody that you don't know. This is somebody new that is coming in. So look out for somebody that is feisty, vibrant, fun, dynamic, energetic, somebody that can maybe even be a little bit childish. But you know what? They're going to be great for you, and they're adding stimulus to your work or your business in some way, shape or form. For those of you that work for somebody else or are employed, you could be meeting a new superior, you could be meeting a new boss, maybe there's a new employee that comes in and you guys absolutely hit it off. There's something about you guys that just kind of zhuzhes each other up, which I really like. For those of you that are business owners, work for yourself, solopreneur, entrepreneur, etc. Again, this is, you know, you aligning with somebody that's really going to help you get ahead, or at least going to spark an idea in you that is going to help you take your business to a different, maybe even a different market or a different dynamic. And then for those of you that are retired, no longer working for any reason, this is just about having more fun. All right, this week, whatever you can do to make sure that you're enjoying yourself or your life experience more, that is what you should be doing. For your money and materials this week, you've got the Two of Pentacles, right? So whatever decisions you're making this week, is very likely that one of the inspirations that comes up is going to be the thing that starts to make you more money from here on in. Some of you are checking in with a financial advisor this week, it looks like. What I will say to you on that front, remember we do have that Mercury retrograde that's about. But again, I kind of feel, because it's that square energy, it's giving you that little bit of a, you know, it's kind of like you're like, okay, well, this doesn't work for me. This does not work for me, so I'm going to do something about it. All right, for your physical health and vitality, your Two of Pentacles is it's your knees, your ankles, anywhere that you bend, basically. All of your joints this week are the things that you really need to look out for. My nana, God rest her, she left us 2 years ago now, used to, when we were little, she used to give us the cod liver oil tablets, and everyone else used to literally, she'd say to you, you sit on the bin until you swallowed it, and everybody else would literally just swallow it straight down, and I couldn't do it for some reason. I didn't have that ability. So anyway, one day I sat on the bin and the whole thing dissolved in my mouth, and then obviously I got a mouthful of bloody fish oil. Needless to say, I never did that again, and I learned how to swallow very quickly. But yeah, this week, preserve your joints when it comes to your body. When it comes to your home and environment this week, there's an inspiration here. And for a lot of you, I kind of feel like this is you deciding that the place that you're in is only for so long. This is probably a lot of you really thinking, okay, within the next 2 years, I'm going to be ready to move, whether this is to upscale, whether it's to downsize. This is you this week really getting very clear on what the goals are when it comes to the home. And I like this for you because, you know, like I said, when Taurus has made that decision and it's concrete, you get out the way. For your love and relations, you have the Hermit card, right? So for those of you that are single, to be honest with you, you're busy with everything else. It just doesn't fit. It's not so much that the energy's not there for love. It's more just a case of you've got other stuff going on. The work this week is more important. The money, the finances, the home life, all of these things take precedence. If you are meeting somebody this week and you're single, the chances are this person is likely to be older than you, and it's likely to be somebody that you haven't met. So this isn't somebody that's like in a social circle or that you know by association. This is going to be somebody that is, you know, effectively brand new to you, which is nice, right? I like this. This is actually very good. For those of you that are in relationships or in long-term commitments, quite frankly, this is about you guys giving more time to your relationship. This is kind of that moment, I don't know if you've seen Mr. and Mrs. Smith, you know, and he says like, yeah, we're just, you know, giving it our whole checkup. You know, we're going to pull up the hood and have a little look inside. This is a week to do some sort of maintenance on your relationship. It doesn't suggest that there's anything wrong, but just because everything's running fine doesn't mean you shouldn't do some maintenance or some upkeep on it. All right, so keep that in mind this week. With that said, I truly hope this helps you. I hope it speaks to you in some way, shape or form. Have a great week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care and I'll see you soon.